Hi, this is Adam from Colorado Ski and Bike, and we're here today talking about the Santa Cruz Chameleon. So a bike like this is really made for just regular all-mountain trails, like your local trails. For us, it's Robinson State Park, Bear Hole, Bachelor Street, any of those places. It's a bit burlier than a traditional hardtail, so it's not quite a full suspension yet, so you don't get that real cushy feeling, but you definitely get a little bit more than what you do in a traditional hardtail. So you can start kind of edging your way towards where full suspensions would go. So it's a good starter bike for somebody that may want a full suspension, but it's not quite in their budget yet. This thing does great for us, especially in the 27 plus wheel size. That gives you a lot more float. It's a lot more comfortable to ride. It takes up a lot of the bumps and the roots and the rocks without you really having to feel most of it. People have been really enjoying this one in particular. So this bike comes in two different build kits. Comes in a build kit at $16.99 and one at $23.50. Main change is going to be in the drivetrain and in the fork. Fork changes from a RockShox to a Fox, up to a Fox Rhythm, which is what we have here. Nicer build kit, nicer drivetrain, overall upgraded bike. So drivetrain is a SRAM 1x11 drivetrain, raised face cranks, NX rear derailleur, similar cassette. Again, 1x11 gives you a big range, so you can choose the gear that works well for you and you're not stuck in a traditional 2x or 3x gear set. So full aluminum frame on this bike. Nicest thing about Chameleon and what sets it apart from a lot of different bikes on the market is that it has a shorter chainstay, so the bike's easier to handle in tight corners, and it's a little bit more of like a free-flowing all-mountain bike. So brakes come spec'd with SRAM level brakes. This is the newest rendition of SRAM's braking system. Works really well so far on all the demo bikes. That's what most of them have, is either levels or guides. Both have been really popular and definitely are one of the leaders on the market for sure, especially at this price point. You get a lot of brake for the money. But one of the main things in this bike is that you can change the wheel size, so you can go from 27 plus, which is how we have it set up here, or to 29. At the 29 wheel size, it's really made for a little bit faster rolling resistance, a little faster rolling speed overall, versus 27 plus, which is really made for just all around, all purpose riding. Anybody could go with either size. It doesn't really have anything to do with height. Just gives you a different option for a slightly different feel. Obviously 27 plus will be a little bit more nimble, whereas 29er will be a little bit faster in just outright speed. So Chameleon frames, unlike highballs, are fully set up to be run with dropper posts. They don't come stock with them, but they are fully set up. So all your mounts and all your internal routing is already dialed in. So you can just plug and play a dropper post whenever you need. In addition to that, you do have a couple bottle cage mounts. They don't have one up on the seat tube like they do on a lot of bikes, but they put one underneath to compensate for that. Two different aluminum hardtails, the highball and the Chameleon. Highball's always been in the line. It's more of a cross-country hardtail. It doesn't change, the way the bike's made or anything like that. But the biggest change, like I said earlier, is in the chainstay length. So this bike's a little bit more fun, a little bit more playful. It's a bike that you might feel a little bit more confident taking off of jumps. Suspension's a bit longer on this than it is on highball, so it definitely is a little more versatile. You're not stuck to just single track. That's pretty well carved out for you. Definitely can take this off the beaten path a bit more than you could on a highball. So this bike is available for demo in either Enfield, Connecticut or West Springfield, Mass. In either of our store locations. Come through and talk to somebody about demoing a bike today.